right?
We've got 3 starlets. You could take 3 starlets home with you today.
Wow.
And I have to tell you, this has got the big seal of approval on it. Guess whose favorite one this is? The owner of Cottage Farms.
Really?
He doesn't just send me an email. He calls me and he says, listen, these are the real deal. He said, we've had a lot of climbing roses, but this is the one in our nursery that absolutely, boom, went up like Jack and the Beanstalk, bloomed from top to bottom, and the roses are the shape of peonies.
Oh my gosh, so this, you got the top guy at Cottage Farms who sees all of them.
Yes.
And this is his favorite. This is our 3-piece Climbing Starlet Beauty Rose Collection. I'm 46978. New this season, $36.12. And you said that this is the great way to cover up an area that maybe is an eyesore and beauty, because
and do it beautifully. So, and people have picked up more than one collection of these. If you've got a fence, why not cover the fence? Everybody's thinking, oh, I think I'll cover my fence in ivy. Can't you do something better than ivy? This is awesome. Blooming all the time, top to bottom. They don't go away. These are nonstop blooms, and they're fragrant.
This is, again, new this season, and when something at this point sells out, it's gone for the year. People are buying more than one of this, the Starlet Beauty. So how tall will they climb ultimately?
10 feet tall.
10 feet
They get
tall.
10 feet tall, which is quite manageable, but most climbing roses have the big, gigantic flowers on them, but there are not very many of them. These are born in sprays. They're big sprays of roses, top to bottom, but also notice how beautiful the leaves are. A lot of climbing roses drop their leaves, and then it just looks like a skeleton with flowers all over it.
Yeah.
Not so nice. Great for Halloween, but not so nice for the summer.
Can you take us through the colors that we get here? Is
Well,
it two pink and one?
This is the tangerine beauty that we're looking at right here. But I have to tell you, I don't call this tangerine at all. I call this the climbing lava lamp.
The lava lamp.
You remember those?
It's ready to erupt.
It
Yeah,
is absolutely
I love
ready,
those.
top to bottom. So that's colors going on right there.
Remember them? I have a bunch of. No, I don't. But
I'm sure you
did.
do.
I did at one time.
And there's the beautiful pink one by you. If you love pink roses and you want lots of them, this is a way to have it. It's not just a problem solver. It'll get you out of the doghouse. You don't have to go to the florist to get the flowers. Step right out the door and cut some.
Boy, Philip, I got to tell you, we are busy. We've been since the
No
top
wonder.
of the show. And when Philip and I met today, I said, Philip, when I looked at the lineup yesterday, I couldn't believe it. I was like, we have a big show, because some of your favorites, but they're in final quantities, but there's still time. And then we've got some superstars that you've never seen before coming up. But right now,
here's the beautiful
think
lavender
of these
one.
growing 10 feet. And you said they grow really fast.
Really
Well,
fast. And
how
this
fast?
was the thing that was very impressive. They immediately got up to 3 feet after they were planted in the ground. And a lot of the climbing roses don't bloom well until the second year. These bloom like mad the very first year. They're quick to make up, and they're not grafted. They're on their own root. So these are going to absolutely go to town in a container or in the ground.
And they're not what you'd think of like mini tea roses. They're like a...
It's an intermediate sized rose, which
medium.
I think is in better scale with the plant. I'm all about the proportion. And look how beautiful that one is, that mauve Starlet Beauty, which is actually a beautiful lavender. I think mauve is such an old-fashioned word. And these are not old-fashioned roses. These are new varieties that have come out of a breeding program in Germany. They will tear it up. And there is the pink Starlet Beauty right there. You will not get black spot on these. They're on their own root, cold and heat hardy. A slight frost on them is always a good thing because it slows them down a little bit. Otherwise, they really go to town. There's a tangerine Starlet Beauty. And by the way, that's the one I call the climbing lava lamp. You gotta have that.
And as you said, when you look at the close-up of the rose, they bloom like a peonies. There's many more layers than you usually find of the petals.
Well, as you can see, they're dense. If you want to
Yes,
do them,
that was the word.
They really are dense. On a deck area, they're fantastic. If you put them on a post in the middle of the yard, say if you got a birdhouse post, the birdhouse is on top, these are climbing on the post. That's a photo opportunity. Every time I design gardens for my clients, I try to create photo opportunities, because if they're out in the garden with their cameras, that means I've done a good job.
Absolutely.
That's the trick.
Is this how they're going to come to us?
This is the way they come to you, and they'll all be labeled. You're getting 3. You get all 3 of these in the collection. These will quickly get to 3 feet. They will bloom their heads off this very first year, and then next year, even more. It's a great investment.
Yeah, you might look out for the foliage paparazzi with these, because they're going to be photographing them left and right. So you get 2 in the pink shades, but they're different species.
Right. One of them is lavender. One of them is
the
pink. They're close.
Okay.
They're close in shades, as you're right. And then we've got this really hot one that you can do right in the middle. If you wanted to plant them all together as one thing, oh my gosh, it is like a circus. Carrying on, and if you've got a small garden and you've always wanted to have a lot of roses, you have to go up. Think about the skyscrapers in Manhattan. Manhattan Island is small. That's why you got the high rises. These are high rise roses.
You know what? I can think of several places around my house where these would be perfect. One is that downspout. That's right in the front of the house.
Yep.
It's like, why'd they put it right there? You want to hide it. Another is we've got a fence on one side of the property, and the fence has got a few slats missing. I'm thinking, man, this would climb right up there and disguise that beautifully.
I'm going to show you the structure of the flowers. All colors are structured like this, but look at the structure and look at the character. Look down in there. How interesting it is. The closer you get, the better it looks, and the closer you get, the more you can smell the fragrance.
Texture, and I love the way it's outlined in a deeper color. It's beautiful.
They're just absolutely gorgeous. Cut these and bring them inside. These are better than the florist flowers.
Oh,
you
my
just
goodness.
don't, theirs are solid color. Bring this in, enjoy these.
Now, my producer said that 1,000 orders have been taken for these for the day at $36.12. 600 people are on the lines waiting to place their order. This is very popular. It's brand new this season. And again, these are some of the fastest climbers out there.
Yes.
Getting up to 10 feet eventually. And you get 3 of them. That's about $12 a plant, which is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Well, the thing is, you can't find climbing roses out there. A lot of the nurseries went under. These are just fantastic. They're the best of the climbers.
All right, here we are, 20 minutes into our big 2-hour show. Lots of brand new items ahead. 2,000 have now been ordered today. Boy, we are off and running with Cottage Farms on 46978. But get ready, because it's time for a hot pick. And you know what that means? It means superstar